Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 2021 Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series. Now this has 1209 horsepower, 942 pounds-feet of torque. It's 4.5 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 3,195 pounds, has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 2.1 seconds, 0 to 104.005 seconds, and going to a top speed of 258 miles an hour. So this is the first Mercedes that we've had on this series. So yeah, I have nothing directly to compare it to, but plenty of cars that typically wouldn't be good off-road have been pretty good on this series so far, with the likes of the Pagani Huayra R and the Rimac Nevera being in the top two. So yeah, with this being another track car that, you know, was meant for going around tracks as quickly as possible, could also well be a quick car on this series. And yeah, the off-road stat is fairly solid there. It's better than some cars that we've had on this series by a long way. And yeah, more importantly, the braking and the handling is great, with the launch and acceleration being pretty ferocious as well. Obviously it does have the 258 mile an hour top speed, but it's unlikely to get to that kind of speed on this series. But it does mean that it's got plenty of leeway in terms of it's not going to top out anytime soon on this course. It's not limited to 160, 170 miles an hour or anything like that. So yeah, that would definitely help. Yeah, it's all about whether or not this is going to be controllable enough. That'll be the deal breaker with this, because if it's getting thrown around by the bumps and the jumps and the like, then it won't be any quick. Won't be quick at all. But if it's able to handle the bumps and the jumps while still having pretty good handling and braking, then it should be a formidable car on this course. Because that's what the Pagani Huayra R and the Rimac Nevera were like. They were able to handle the bumps and the jumps while still being ridiculously quick in terms of acceleration and handling. So yeah, this is so far shaping up to be the same kind of thing. Obviously you could still drive this on the road, unlike the Huayra. So it does still have some normal road going tendencies to it, which should help it in this course. But yeah, it was never meant for all-wheel drive, and certainly wasn't meant for this level of power. Although it is still just under 500 horsepower extra over its standard power output, which is obviously not a massive amount compared to some cars on this series, which sometimes have more than 1,000 horsepower extra over their standard output, but it's still a hell of a lot. It's more than you'll find in any other Mercedes. Not understeering too badly despite having that all-wheel drive system, which, like I said, it wasn't made for. Good rates of speed as well when it's given the chance. Bumps are not proving too bad either. Pretty sharpish at getting up to a good rate of speed as well, thankfully. Because it is obviously a track car, it is quite nimble, which again is helpful. Not the lightest of things by any means though, which will help it plough through any road furniture, but it does also hold it back a little bit in terms of handling and acceleration. There's a Pagani which sits at the top of the leaderboard so far. Is an extremely lightweight car. There's no real weight to hold it back. Sharpish around that last corner, and we've got a new champion. Despite some issues there, it was 3 minutes 9 seconds .965, so the Pagani Huayra R was not at the top of the leaderboard for very long at all, only a few episodes, and yeah, we've got our first car under the 3 minute 10 mark, so yeah, that was ridiculously quick. We had a couple of issues at times. I feel like I wasn't as quick as I could have been at some points, and some of the road furniture did slow us down at times as well, but still, despite that, it's, yeah, 1 and a bit seconds quicker than the Huayra R, and it knocks the Rim Activera out of its second place, which we're nearly 2 seconds quicker than, and yeah, we're more than 2 seconds quicker than the Hot Wheels 2 Jets, which a couple of months ago was looking like a car that was going to sit at the top of the leaderboard for a long time, and now it's not even in the top 3. So yeah, that was mightily impressive, and again does show that track cars, vehicles that are typically not meant for going off-road, can be quick on this series. And now we have, what is it, all of the top 5 now are that kind of vehicle, quite frankly. Hot Wheels 2 Jets is a bit of a weird one, because obviously it's a custom made one-off vehicle, but it's still not something I'd say would be meant to go off-road. So yeah, and that means with the RJ Anderson knocked out of the top 5, it is all non-off-road vehicles doing well on this off-road series. So yeah, that is really, really good, and it knocks it Aston Martin 177, another car not meant for going off-road, out of the top 10, and yeah, puts in a really great showing for Mercedes on their first outing on this series. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what else they could do on this series, to be honest. So yeah, definitely going to be eyeing up more of their vehicles. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you with the next one. Bye.